Hello, everyone, and welcome to the What Did She Say podcast. My name is Emilia, and I'm joined with my lovely co-hosts, Deanna and Emanuela, and we're ready to start fresh with season 2. We're back.
Hello.
Hi. Who would have thought? I mean, we started recording, 2 years ago?
Three
years? God damn. We left you guys October of 2021. Yeah. We left that episode saying Twitch, videos, episodes every 2 weeks. And then we went
MIA.
Deuces. Ciao, ciao.
But we're back.
And that's all that counts, I think.
I guess so.
I don't know. However, we do feel a little bad for just disappearing. Like that was not our intentions, truthfully. I don't think so anyways. On my end, no. I think life just got I feel like we've said that on all our episodes, but life
it's our trademark.
Yeah, it is. Life just got busy. It really did, though. Like everybody was like starting to work like full time, and then like life, and then just trying to connect. Like obviously we saw each other, but trying to like to sit down and connect schedule time to just podcast and record became a little difficult.
Well, yeah, because we were recording when the pandemic was still at its peak of lockdowns and restrictions. And then, by the time we did our season 1 finale, that was when things were starting to lift again. And then, like you said, just getting back into like full-time work and school. And
So it's not that we didn't see value, I guess, in it anymore. It's just really just honestly
just escaped our
life got busy. However, we decided to resurrect like Jesus Christ this past week.
For anyone celebrating Easter.
Whoever celebrates Easter and is Catholic. We decided to come back. A lot of people, I say a lot of people, the people that are listeners that we knew physically were asking for us to come back, and we thought, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, really, I should throw it at you two about coming back, because that's you guys, again, like the first season and starting it in general, we're like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, why to come back?
Why come back?
Well, for me personally, because my life is just work, and I hate that. And I miss being like productive and creative and leaving my house other than going grocery shopping and work. So I just was like, well, this is a great way to get back into that, to have that work-life balance, because like life should not just be all about your job. So that was one of my main goals as to why I wanted to start this back up again.
Yeah, for me, when like Deanna said like, why don't we just like do it again? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because like I don't do that much. I really don't do that much. I'm like going to work, going to school, and then going home playing games.
I mean, that's a lot.
I guess, but like this is like was fun for me when we did it.
Yeah.
Got my mind off of all those other things from work and school that would stress me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's why I was like down to do it again, because recently I've been feeling the burnout, which we can certainly talk about. But I just figured, why not like have another platform? And if people listen, they listen. Cool. If they don't, cool.
We're just talking.
It's just for us, really. Like ultimately, I think that's what it was. I mean, if you do listen back onto the like our first episodes, which we'll touch base on that in a little bit, really the reason for us starting at that time was to like help with our sanity, like our mental health, and just kind of have like an outlet to verbal diarrhea, what we were thinking and like what was going on. And I mean, a lot of the stuff that we'll talk about is pretty lighthearted. Obviously, we touch upon like topics that are fairly serious sometimes if like it's close to us, or we think we can like share or have enough like knowledge on the topic. Then we'll obviously discuss it. Yeah. So a lot of the times if we don't hit on hard things and you think we're very lighthearted or like very chill or whatever, that's why. It's because we just kind of don't want to jump on a topic and then get reamed about it afterwards if we don't know like enough about it. But again, like last season, I think we're definitely open to suggestions. We'll definitely have to figure out a way to get people, I guess, Instagram and stuff like that.
Like the little question thing.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Instagram, guys, we rebranded.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that. The reason for the rebrand, though, is not because we thought, let's start anew. Why is it, Deanna?
Okay, well, When did we say that we were going to revamp this? Like beginning of March?
To start again,
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, I always thought like if we did this again, we should change the artwork just a bit.
For sure, yeah.
But I woke up for work one morning, it was like 7:20, and I saw in our group chat, I think it was Emilia.
Yeah. Because we were together.
You sent a screenshot because you guys are on FaceTime, and it was of another podcast
Imposters.
page. And they're called What Did She Say?
Unbelievable.
And on one hand, I can understand why they'd think it was fine because all our content disappeared, which I'm not going to go into the details of how that disappeared.
Because we're still trying to figure it out.
So to them, they're like, oh, like no one's using this.
Yeah.
However, on Instagram, like if you're making a brand and you're trying to figure out your handle, obviously you're going to see if anything's similar. The handles are
we
so
did that,
similar.
I'm pretty sure, right?
We did.
Yeah, our handles are so similar. If they must have clicked our Instagram page, and if there's content from 2021,
Yeah.
so they just had the balls to be like, "Fuck it."
Ours now.
Yeah.
But
Literally.
actually, it's literally like this is ours.
We're not asking you to go look. Don't follow.
No, don't go look. It's just for anyone new who's listening and you're trying to find our page and you're like, why is there two? That's the context. Just know we've been here since 2021.
Yeah. And I mean, no, it was the only reason why like I screenshotted it and sent it to our group chat was because literally same color, same font, same bio. Every like
Essentially,
same,
yeah.
like
Essentially, the handles on
the
Instagram.
handle was the same, and I was like for real, you guys, like,
Because, you know, it is like true. Like when we first had the idea to start this, I was like, okay, let's like make sure like there's no other things. That's what did she say?
and there wasn't
Yeah,
anybody
And
at
there
the
was,
time.
at the time there was nothing. So we're like solid. We're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So
Unless like anybody, but it would have popped up. Like
That's
it
what I
would've
mean.
popped
It would have
everywhere.
popped
Yeah,
up. So that's like Deanna being like, it would have been there.
Yeah, we literally
Yeah.
searched everywhere for it first. Oh well, but anyways, we rebranded, and I hope you guys like it. Give us your feedback on it. It's a lot more like vibrant, in your face, more like
I think it's more
art
us.
pop. Yeah,
I think maybe season 1 we weren't sure and we just were like, let's just play it safe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We don't know anything
Traditional
about,
like podcast
yeah.
layout.
Yeah.
But now like I'm in my toxic era of 2024 and I don't know about you guys.
Or what did my parents think your toxic era was?
Did they say?
Remember? And you were like, no. They were like, she wants to be a bitch.
I do want to be. I'm not. When I told my therapist after, it was like
They don't think she is. It's just that's what they assume toxic.
That's how they saw it.
That's what our immigrant parents saw it as.
Well, I told my therapist, I was like, how I'm doing it this year is I want to be a bitch, basically. She's like, no, like, it's more like you're setting boundaries and people will think you're being a bitch. And I'm like, yep. No, I'm being a bitch. 'Cause I've had it.
Gotta love the therapist for like reeling you in. How about we see it like this?
I'm like, got it, but I'm not listening.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think about the rebrand. And then really ultimately our goals, I guess, for this season is to be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The goal is to hopefully, and I mean, I feel like I shouldn't even say it because then we're putting it on audio again, like we did before, but we need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Our goal is hopefully to get you guys at least 2 episodes a month. So with that being said, obviously share us details and stuff you guys want to talk about. We'll be talking about things in pop culture, news, obviously stuff that's happening in our lives. So we'll have a decent amount of content because I don't know why our lives always has a story to tell. There's always a story to tell. But yeah, I think that's my goal anyways. 2 episodes a month, hopefully.
Yeah.
We do, I think, Deanna and Emilia were telling me about earlier that we want to get some video footage also for you guys. We're going to see if we can potentially do that, I think.
Put the face behind the voice.
Yeah. We had started also our TikTok last season, right at the end of it. Like it was, that's when we really started like properly doing it. So I think we'll continue with that because that was a lot of fun. Yeah. But yeah, that's our goals for season 2, and hopefully you guys will continue to listen and we get some new listeners. We really enjoy doing this, even if it's just for shits and giggles.
I mean, should we like reintroduce ourselves then for newer listeners?
Yeah, we should.
Why not? Yeah, that's such a great idea, Emanuela. let's reintroduce ourselves. Speaking of reintroducing ourselves, we had recently listened to our first pilot episode, and that's why we're gonna do like a Billie Eilish moment, or we had a Billie Eilish moment where we listened to our intros of ourselves, and it kind of like freaked us out a sec.
I think we all had like an existential
Crisis.
Yeah,
for sure. But I'm gonna throw it to you, Mela. Go for it.
I'll start.
Introduce yourself to the crowd.
My name is Emanuela. I am 20 years old. I'm in my second year of university. I'm studying art history, so I just like everything artsy related, movies. I'm a little chaotic sometimes. Hopefully I won't annoy anybody, but yeah, I think that's just me.
Cool. Throw the baton at you, Deanna.
Oh God. Okay, so my name is Deanna. I'm 28, soon to be 29 next month. I am a full-time veterinary assistant at an animal hospital. So my life and schedule just really revolves around that. But outside of the hospital, I love listening to music and talking about music. I used to write music. One of my goals this year is to get back into that. But yeah, so if I'm not restraining and being beaten up by animals, I'm always listening to music, essentially, and streaming. I'm trying to get back into my streaming.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're streaming. And all right,
Emilia,
the old lady of the group. Yeah, this is Emilia. I am 33 years old. Yikes. I'm still a millennial mom of a almost 5-year-old. Crazy. When we started, he was like 2 or turning 2. I work full-time in the event industry, primarily weddings. When I'm not selling them, I'm planning them. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm at home taking care of a kid. And I mean, I feel like this is like a dating profile. I like long walks on the beach. I don't, but yeah, I'm just really like interested in using that like a creative outlet again. Mm-hmm. We're all kind of artistic people, artists in different ways, creatives in different ways, excuse me. So I'm just interested in like starting that again, podcasting, music, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like setting up the microphone, like when I took it out of the basement, like the crawl space, it's just, I really missed it.
Yeah, even just like setting this up, I was like, because I haven't even like recorded any music either. Like it's just been dead silence on my end, truthfully. But hopefully this will change everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are we going to throw it at? Where are we going to start today, guys?
Well, the solar eclipse is happening literally tomorrow.
Yes.
Literally
as we're recording this.
I'm gonna be honest. Been living under a rock. The only reason why I knew that the solar eclipse was even a thing was because I got an email from my son's school being like, "We're closing," and I'm like, "What? For what? The solar eclipse?" Apparently, it's like a danger to be on the road, or they're projecting that it could potentially cause like accidents because of the distracted, like being a distracted driver.
Because the last time our province had a total eclipse was 1979. So
Shut up. Is that deep?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because what was it, 2017 that we had the partial eclipse?
Yeah, we had the partial solar eclipse.
Like, where was I? Well, I wasn't born in 79, but I mean, like, where was I?
For the 2017 one, you could have been working. Like, the only reason why I managed to see it, I mean, I didn't look up at it, I didn't have the glasses, but I was a student, so I was off. It was, I think, summer. Yeah. Because I was in my backyard, because everyone's like, you'll see like the half moon shadow on the ground. And I just remember it looked so cool.
Wow. So this is a total eclipse. Oh, yeah. So we're supposed to get black. Darkness?
That's how I'm picturing.
That's what people say.
Apparently the hammer is what you're supposed to be able to see it where you guys are.
Yeah. And I'm at work.
Yeah, but it'll go apparently black.
Yeah, my manager was like, should we cover the windows? And I'm like, we're inside.
But what's funny, but no, that's what some people were saying, because then my son also goes to like a therapy center, and they were like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna keep them away from the windows, we're gonna block the windows, I guess, so they don't look directly into the light. But I'm like ignorant on this stuff, so if it's gonna go dark, it's also gonna be bright
because the sun still can like illuminates from behind it. because like the moon is very like smaller
Yeah.
than the sun.
Let
so
me
it's just for like
understand-
the shadow.
Okay, but let me understand something.
What is a solar eclipse?
No. Well, if you can explain that, go for it, because I
It's
don't.
just the moon completely
Eclipsing the sun.
covering the sun.
Okay, so I Googled here.
Or official
Am I
Google.
wrong?
No, it's because, again, like when I picture a total solar eclipse, and let's say you're driving, I picture, daylight to suddenly it's dark. So I just Googled like what to expect. So it's like the sky will become dark as if it were dawn or dusk.
Wow.
Yeah. It
Interesting.
won't be like instant
That's
because
what I was
No, it's like a
slowly,
gradual, yeah.
But I don't know how long it's gonna be like.
Okay, so now I get why everybody's so interested, because we've got like millions of people flocking to Niagara Falls that they
Yeah.
had to do
During
a state of emergency.
And at first, yeah, because they're saying like have cash on hand, do groceries prior.
Because of the solar
And
flare.
it's what do you mean? And then I was talking with my coworkers, and they're like, well, if the best place is in Niagara region. So I'm like, oh, everyone's coming down.
Yeah.
So traffic, people are going to be crazy, obviously.
That
That's
too,
why.
and then apparently the solar flare or something, I don't know what, guys, correct me if I'm wrong.
Science.
It can apparently affect the, like, it can intercept with certain like services.
Well, you know what?
So that's why
Perfect.
that's
Shut
what
down my work.
Yeah, no, that's why they're worried about like the traffic lights and stuff like
Yeah.
that, because
And
it
people
can,
are going to freak out.
if their phone service,
They're
like it
not
can,
gonna treat
No.
these shut down traffic lights
Like,
as a four-way stop.
it's gonna be like, ah!
I thought people were thinking like, oh, it's gonna turn into the purge.
Yes, I bet you there's people out there thinking that.
When my first reaction when
I'm gonna be
s-
honest. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
I need a
ready.
purge, but in a way to like clap back at people. The
She doesn't want a
customers.
physical purge.
I
She
don't want
wants,
the physical
she wants a
purge. I want a verbal
purge.
purge.
that's what I thought when they're like, we're in a state of emergency. I was like, are we thinking like people are just gonna rob banks and like during the eclipse?
Give me your money. Who
I
knows?
like this idea. It's gonna kind of look like a sunset or a sunrise.
Okay, in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm off, so
I'm in Toronto.
oh yeah. So hopefully, I can't look at it.
No.
This is what I don't understand is everybody's getting these glasses or buying these glasses off of Amazon, but NASA wears like $300 glasses and we're wearing like $2 glasses from Amazon.
Thank you.
Can I
So,
understand?
The thing with the legit glasses, I understand if it's legit because it has to have like the certification or whatever. However, I still do not trust that.
That's what I'm
enough
saying. My
because-
coworker's like, look at this box of 12 that I got from Amazon to see the solar eclipse. I
Yeah.
said, don't look into the sun.
Exactly, because if you're
With those, they look
like-
like 3D glasses
you
from
could
the computer.
even give me a legit one,
Yeah.
and the back of my mind,
I still
I'm
won't
still
look.
like, how? Like, what if this is a faulty one?
Yeah,
I already have bad vision.
exactly.
Blinded
Just-
immediately.
Damn. Could you imagine? What happened to you? Solar eclipse. It eclipsed my eyes.
Do you wonder how many
So
like
stupid.
people are gonna go to the eye doctor after being like, I'm
Yes.
blind?
Yeah.
The percentage
I
has to be
think- I
high.
think-
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think about
Because we're
that a
dealing with
lot.
stupidity here.
I was actually thinking about that when we were driving here. Because you know there's
Ontario's-
going to be people who are also probably going to be like, I don't believe in the science. I'm going to look at it.
Blinded immediately. Gone.
Well, I saw this
I
TikTok.
hope it happens to Trudeau. What's the likelihood, you guys think? 50-50?
I think he's gonna stare at the sun.
I don't think you know who I want to stare at the sun?
Who?
The Premier of Ontario.
Oh, so we're on the same. Doug Ford. I'll call him out. I don't give a shit. Do you think he listens to this? Same.
There's gonna be a signal.
Trudeau.
We're getting sniped.
Our phone is like, emergency. Oh, well, call us out, Dougie. I want to see you try. Anyways, we're not a political podcast. This is
No.
don't worry, guys. I mean, if I really feel passionate about to talk about politics, gosh, I can't even speak correct. Then we'll talk about it. But otherwise, Dougie Ford and Trudeau can kick rocks.
Oh. Oh my god.
Anyway,
I'm just here vibing.
barely. Be thanks to them. Swear to God. Where do we jump from? How did I get here?
The sun.
Oh, okay.
The eclipse.
The eclipse. Fair enough. But yeah, I guess it'll be cool since it hasn't happened since 79, you said?
Yeah. In
To-
Ontario, at least.
To be part of another
Historical.
monumental
At
historical
least
thing.
this one's cool.
Yeah.
And
It's
not
more fun.
traumatizing.
Yeah. Fair enough. You know what's traumatizing though?
Oh god.
Almost over ODing on vitamin D.
Hey.
How does How does one overdose on vitamin D?
You can't actually, I don't think you actually can. You can Google it if you want, because it's a vitamin. I mean, like, the most you'll do is like piss it out, but there are some symptoms that you can overdose. Okay, so long story short, because I'm not going to get into the like deets of my conversation with my doctor, because I might throw hands as we're recording this podcast.
That's valid.
But I did blood work, expecting to have a different result, but he told me the same shit that I already know. He's like, you're very low on vitamin D, and I'm like, yeah, thanks, doc. Thanks. So you're supposed to be up in the range of like 100 plus. I'm like 44. So he's like, yeah, we're gonna need to boost that. And I'm like, okay, the same shit as usual. Take the supplements. So he prescribes me, okay, 50,000 IU of vitamin D a week for 3 months, and then proceed to take 2,000 IU every day moving forward. And then we'll like do my blood work again, reassess, see where you're at, see if you're feeling better, blah, 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 blah. I was like, cool, dope, got it. Took the requisition or the prescription, whatever, went to the pharmacist. I even asked the pharmacist, I know it's just vitamin D, but can you please explain what I have to do? Because my ADHD brain these days is not computing. So the pharmacist is like, okay, 50,000 IU once a week, and then after the 3 months, 2,000 every day. I said, gotcha. Walked out, went home, took the 50,000 IU, right? That should have been for the week. Proceeded the next day to take another 50,000 IU. Proceeded the next day to panic that I forgot to take my 50,000 IU. So I went, like, finished my day at work, came home, took the 50,000 IU of vitamin D. Guys, I'm feeling great. I was so deprived of vitamin D that I should like bask in the solar eclipse. Never mind looking it in the eyes. I was feeling phenomenal. I don't know if it was placebo, but I was feeling good.
Yeah.
Okay. We're on day 4, okay? It's Good Friday for all our Catholics. And we're sitting down doing crafts with Federico, my son. And I go, holy shit, guys, I forgot to take my vitamin D. Run downstairs, go grab my little bottle of vitamin D. And I'm like, popping 1, popping 2, popping 3. Louis grabs the bottle and he's like, Emilia. I'm like, what? It says, he's like, have you not taken this like a couple of times this week? I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be taking 50,000 IU. He's like, a week? You've been taking it a day. I took a month's worth of fucking vitamin D in 4 days. 4 days.
Did you have like any negative effects?
No, I was feeling great, but my fucking hypochondria, I'm dying. I was, give me my phone. I need to go right now. I'm gonna vomit. I literally spit out the 5th pill. Like I literally spit out the vitamin D, and I'm like, guys, I think like I'm having a heart attack. Like I'm ODing on vitamin D, and they're all like, relax, because we know Emilia is a hypochondriac. I'm like, give me my phone. I'm fucking googling the symptoms. They're like, give us your phone, and then like, they're all privately. Right? They're like, don't nothing to be concerned about. And then I just see them all privately Googling the side effects of overdosing on vitamin D. And I'm like, you guys are literally Googling it. You think there's something wrong with me? It essentially just said you might get like confused or like extreme, like urinate, like I have to pee a lot. Yeah. If you feel like anything else, obviously go to your doctor. But I'm like, I'm feeling great.
You're like, maybe
this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I mean, moral of the story is probably read your prescription and don't be a dumbass like me. But I'm not taking it for all of April because I'm done.
I mean, I took it. You took it for the month of April.
Do you still feel great?
It's like kind of fleeting a little bit, but it's also could be like, you know, women things, time of the month and all that stuff. But I'm hoping
you're gonna get an addiction.
I'm going to have an addiction to vitamin D. If it makes you feel, I'm telling you guys, I mean, I don't know if it's a combination of like, I'm also starting like a health journey, and maybe I'll talk about it as we go, or maybe not, because I don't want to be held accountable. But I'm like walking, trying to be more conscious of what I'm eating and things like that. So I'm like, maybe it's a collective of those things, dumbass, that's making you feel good, and not the 200,000 IU I had in 4 days. And it's so funny because like I verbalized it that I have to take it once a week, even to a coworker. And then I insisted on taking it the next day and the third day, that even she was like, Emilia, don't forget to take your vitamin D, because we're very on top of each other on this natural shit. And I'm like, you're part of the reason why I almost OD'd. She's like, how was I supposed to know? It's your fucking prescription. I'm like, correct. But I had to go to the pharmacy and grab like more. And they're like, how are you done? And I'm like, let's not talk about it.
They're not going to let you buy it.
There was a boo-boo. It's not a fucking drug. Give me my vitamin D. I'll buy it off the fucking counter if I have to. But these are like really strong, I guess. Or not strong, I don't know. Impactful. So I'll just stand out during the solar eclipse and get my same value, I guess.
I mean, it's going to be dark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Forget it. Edit that out. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways.
Well, that was like when I took too much cold and flu meds.
A little different, Deanna.
That you could OD.
That people die from that.
And literally, like, when I have to take meds, like Tylenol, for example, Pietro will be like, just take 2. And I'm like, no. I'm scared. I'm taking 1.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I was just so over feeling sick that I was like taking the Buckley's daytime tablets. But I would only take 1, even though the dose says 2. But I would take the 1 pill, and then at nighttime, I would take my Tylenol night liquid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was just the 4th day into doing this. The only other person that was home was Mela. And I, like, the night previously, like, at midnight, I took my Tylenol nighttime. And then I took Buckley's tablets, and I don't know what possessed me to take 2. Because I always do 1, but I'm like, I'll do the 2. It's fine. Then I start folding laundry, and then I'm in my room, and I'm like, I feel kind of weird. I had to sit down, and I'm like, I think I'm going to vomit. I was dizzy. I almost fainted, and I barfed.
All from...
Yeah, because I was taking so much.
Yeah, your body was like, oh, not competing.
Like my kidneys.
Oh,
were
please.
Like, please. I had to snap Mela. I was like, this is happening, by the way.
And I was like, did you eat before taking
No, I had coffee.
Well, that's why.
Oh, wow. I mean, what a combination. Caffeine and Buckley's.
Because I've done that once. When I was sick, I like in the morning didn't eat. It was like, hey, I'll just take the medicine right away because I have to like go to class, whatever. And then instantly I was like, woo.
Like,
I don't feel good right now.
Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to.
Because you're not supposed to take them on an empty stomach.
Yeah, it literally says it on the box.
It's fine.
But however, I'm not one to judge, guys.
You're
not
reading.
Okay, relax.
IU.
Relax, guys.
I like had to FaceTime my mom. I was like, you need to talk to me right now.
I'm having an issue.
I was like, I might pass out. She's like, Deanna, oh my God. And I'm like, it's fine. I was out for like another an hour and a half. Yeah, no, that kind of stuff scares me. I'm the same. Yeah. Like, I still suffer from my migraines, and this new concoction I've been told to do is like take a like extra strength Advil, and then literally like a couple hours later take an extra strength Tylenol, like switch between the two, because mine are like brutal, like they don't go away. My aunt told me to do that because she suffers from migraines, and I was like, no, that can't possibly work. And then one day it was so bad. Yeah. I was like, fuck it. If today's the day, it's the day. Did you feel fine?
Yeah. Oh. No, I felt good. Yeah. Because like Advil, I mean, we're not doctors. I'm not a doctor, but Advil is like a blood thinner. So it's to help like the circulation and stuff because with migraines, whatever. And then Tylenol is more pain. Right? So I guess the combination of the two.
I would still be scared.
Yeah, well, like I said,
show me all the research.
The burnout recently is just letting me be like,
that's fair.
Anything at this point. Let me just go.
Like, burnout is such a weird thing that like I'm experiencing. I feel at 29 is going into a stress leave. I always pictured stress leaves when you're like well into adulthood. Yeah. But it has slapped me in the face.
You know what? I don't think there's really like an age to it, to be honest, Deanna, because like, especially recently, like, I feel like a lot of people our age are feeling some sort of burnout or whatever.
Well, I mean, like the cost of living is so high. So people take on extra shifts, extra jobs.
That, and you don't feel like you can relax.
No, you
right?
can't.
So it's like, even if you work your regular hours, you feel like you like still can't I don't know if that makes sense, like you still can't relax. Like I'm always trying to figure out other ways to do something instead of like it's okay, like the cost of living right now, at least in Ontario, in the province that we live in, is like a little insane, and I'm sure it's like that for a lot of places just because the world is imploding, in
Yeah.
my personal opinion.
They keep saying like the market's gonna crash. The market's gonna crash. When?
I don't know, man.
Never.
Yeah.
When I die.
Yeah, right.
When I die, that's when they're like houses are affordable and groceries are $20 again.
Oh my God. I was watching this guy on TikTok going around asking, in the States anyways, asking a bunch of boomers, like, how much did you buy your first house for?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And like half the time, these white folk,
Oh.
I'm going to say it, it's fine. We're white. These white folk are like, I don't want to answer that question.
Yes.
What is this for?
Did you see that? Was it the husband I was going to answer?
Yeah.
And then the wife comes in. She's like, we're not answering
We're not
that.
answering that. For what?
For what?
What is that, your boomer guilt?
Like, you're not going to get dragged.
Oh, I didn't see
People in the
those
comments
ones.
are just going to be
Yeah.
like, see, like, it sucks for
but
our
it wasn't just like
generations.
one time. It was like a few times that these freaking people are like, we're not answering that. What is this for?
They're just deep into the Facebook conspiracies.
I'm like,
Yeah.
are you, sweetheart, let's not talk about that. We're related to somebody who's deep into conspiracy
They
theories.
pop up.
Facebook conspiracies. Never mind. It's our father. I can just say it. Like, we honestly, considering, guys, I haven't talked to you about it. We really should get him on the pod for an episode. It might be a trash episode. We might just have to,
put
delete. No, like, it might not even go, but let him feel good.
He's been wanting.
But I'm gonna be there.
That's fine. It might be a really good, like, back and forth kind of episode.
It never is.
No.
we just
We'll
have
give
to put
him
feedback on his mic.
Yeah, well, that, and no, we'll give him, like, you get to choose 2 topics.
Okay, yeah, that's
And you have
fine.
to stay on those 2 topics, and you can't bring up Bill Gates and Microsoft turning people gay. You can't bring up those things.
Every time he starts to derail with our soundboard, we
Just cut him off.
Oh God.
I think it would make for a really interesting episode. I mean, on that topic, like, I think guests should be like a big thing that we do this season, just to add that extra like perspective, or like on a topic that we might not necessarily know about, and then learn about it. Because guys, it's your technically like a father-in-law, and dad, but mine and Melo's dad, he's a character, to say the least.
Yeah.
Emanuela gets into it more than I do. I had my time with him. Yeah. He's a Facebook conspiracist.
He's something.
He sends me videos now.
Oh God.
Some of them I must say, like, I'm like, yeah, dad, got it. Agreed. But I don't want to like boost him up, and then he's gonna see, I told you. They're putting it in our food. But anyways.
That could be a whole other.
The microplastics.
What's oh yeah. Like little plastic stuff in our food. I believe that though.
No, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been like.
But it's slicing up our lungs though.
Is that why I cough more?
No, isn't that what it's doing? Like, I don't know. You're just eating a Big Mac in your lungs? No, but it's
The food doesn't go in your lungs.
No, it doesn't. I'm so stupid. I didn't even like process what we were saying.
What? Like you said, like I was like, what?
No, it's apparently like in the air. Like it's just the air you breathe. Okay, we said
McDonald's?
food, then we said cutting up lungs. So you guys confused me. That's what I'm gonna say.
You said in the lungs.
Yeah, I forget it. Speaking of putting horrible things in your body, Starbucks has recently introduced, guys, I need to talk about it because it makes me angry. I know this is chaotic, but they introduced this thing called and if I mispronounce it, shoot me. Olato?
Oleto?
It's olive oil in coffee.
Like,
Fammi capire una cosa? Translate. Let me understand something.
Yeah, it's just extra virgin olive oil in your coffee.
Which
Why?
is so
Apparently, because I did Google this one day. Like this, I think it was. I want to say it was an Italian that came up with this.
Oh, that's
He's like-
so fucking unfortunate.
He's like, why don't I do this? Why though? Is what I never
Yeah.
came to find out.
Like
he was just
coffee-
like, why not? And like, coffee makes you need to go to the bathroom.
Facts.
Olive oil makes you need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know if people know that. I don't know if people know that.
spoonful,
Growing up, like if you were feeling like constipated or something like that, you were told to take a spoonful of olive oil and it's supposed to unplug you.
So like people are just out here straight up drinking laxatives.
Yeah.
And then they go to the bathroom like fighting for their life.
That's what I imagine.
I know.
So
I would fight for my
think
life.
so for an experience.
Nope.
Our dumbasses
We'll
should do
try
it one
it
day.
on the pod.
No,
we
not
need to,
hell no,
we
not
need
on
to
the pod.
do it where like you need to sleep over or we need to sleep
Yeah, we need to be
over.
safe with 3 bathrooms.
No
it
one-
cannot be your house. We'll die.
Yeah, actually, it can't be.
Or one of us is shitting in the ground because it's not a thing.
Not die.
We'll just
Does this house have 3 bathrooms?
yeah, it's got
Okay.
like four or 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We'll all have to be
4
on a different
bathrooms.
floor of the house.
Have walkie-talkies. How we feeling, girls? It's got me.
I just don't understand because I just feel like I'm such a texture girly.
Can that taste good?
No, but
Or,
the
like-
texture, I just feel like
Does it split? Like, how do they
Ew.
put
That's
the
also what I think about because it'll-
water to olive oil? It doesn't mix. So how would it with coffee? Oh,
that's so gross. I just know like all like the 14-year-olds
are drinking
when
it?
their moms let them start wandering
I'd hope
around.
not.
I hope
are
that's
like,
what they try.
Let's get that because they don't know what that is.
For real.
I need to know like the
The ratio.
no like the
I'm
finance, the stocks on the Oleto
okay.
purchases because
Like,
I
are,
like
they, is, are,
are
people,
people buying it?
these?
not stocks, but I don't know. I'm not a finance person.
Like,
But you know what I mean?
beverages are
Yeah.
made using Starbucks brand coffee and extra virgin olive oil. According to Starbucks, the drinks were inspired by a Trip founder. No, it's not an Italian.
Sorry, I just saw.
Don't put that on us.
Sorry, I just saw.
A Trip founder took to Sicily, where he observed the popular Mediterranean practice of consuming a spoonful of olive oil each morning. Yeah, but we don't mix it with the other laxative of a
Yeah.
coffee.
So then he probably thought like, oh, since they're doing that, coffee's something we drink in the morning, so we'll mix it. But then it has to go through testing. You know what I mean? Like you come back
yeah,
with
they
the
do.
idea.
They do like a market test. Yeah, they do.
No, I'm saying
So
even
what
like,
bastard thought that tasted good?
That's disgusting.
because then everyone at Starbucks, you have to try that and
Yeah.
be like, you know what? Yeah, we'll do this. And it hasn't been taken off yet. The menu.
I know.
Like it's
Yeah,
been
they've
there
taken
for
phenomenal things off, like the
Exactly.
freaking, what was that refresher? The lime. There was a lime one that was delicious. It tasted like a non-alcoholic mojito, and they took that one off.
I stick to my 2 little drinks.
They also like changed all like the food sometimes, and it pissed me off. There was a wrap I really liked.
Me too. Which one?
The
The Thai
South-
tuna? Oh no,
No.
the Southwest like
The
burrito.
beans?
The
Yeah.
beans, yeah.
Ooh.
Essentially, all the wraps are gone.
Yeah, they have just like a feta,
Fucking flat, freaking little.
Was it the cheese bread thing?
No,
Oh.
the cheese Danish. No,
Danish.
that's never leaving. I don't think that's like a.
It's really hard when these places change things that you enjoy. First world problem. Like really, and then Tim Hortons thinks they can reinvent the wheel with all these other things.
Did you
It's
see
just
Tim Hortons has an iced matcha drink?
what?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
I
the
haven't
Tim
tried it.
Hortons, the Tim Hortons in downtown, or the certain ones that are like boutique Tim Hortons, have had matcha for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah,
so these locations are just
or it's just
like,
now they're like
Well, it's also
building.
because Tim Hortons is American.
Yeah, it's owned by
Oh,
Burger
yeah,
King.
yeah.
That's why the coffee sucks.
Yeah.
No, true. They lost the right to the bean that they, or not lost the
the
right.
bean.
They lost the bid or whatever to the beans that they used to use. McDonald's took it.
Yeah.
That's why McDonald's coffee. Apparently, I don't really drink coffee like that anymore.
Yeah.
That's why McDonald's
No, it
coffee is
It's
so
a
much
lot
better. This is like old news, guys, but
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
Everyone
new
listening
to
are
us.
like,
New to us.
Yeah.
New to us. Oleto. Here we go. Yeah, I'm a stick to just maybe keeping my olive oil and my decaf separate.
yeah.
I'm never gonna try it.
But for
Unless,
shits and
like,
giggles, literally, we should
If we
try
do
it.
that, we
I'm
should
getting a
videotape
tall.
us.
Like I'm
No,
not,
we're gonna
like,
split one. Are you mad? You want us to drink?
We have to all drink a venti Oleto.
You're sick. I could barely drink a
I'd have
venti
to
of
we'd
anything.
have to do that on my stress leave when I know I'm not working for 17 days. Because they'll be like, what did you do on your stress leave? Fight for my life in the bathroom.
But what if I lose a couple of pounds? It might be worth it.
No.
Just kidding.
I
Take
one
it
time
back.
almost had like food poisoning back to back for weeks. I'm okay.
Back to back for weeks. What were you eating?
I actually don't
I
know.
think you had the stomach flu. That
I
doesn't
think
sound like
so.
food poisoning, Emanuela.
Probably, but I was.
But back to back is bad. You like
Dude, I thought I was going to in like the
you're
olden,
already small. How like
in like the olden days where people were dying because of diarrhea.
Yeah.
I thought I hit that point. I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital.
I mean, this household like got hit with a toddler stomach flu, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy. When I tell you, It's probably one of the worst things I've experienced. TMI, guys. I'm so sorry. You guys can click out for this portion of the episode. When I tell you that I've never experienced something that horrible, when it's just coming out of all crevices, like you don't understand if you're coming or going. Like, why?
You're thinking, like, well, how does my body contain this?
But then
Like,
you're...
if I'm shitting and vomiting it all out, where is
That's
more
what was
coming
scary. I literally couldn't keep down anything.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And like at a certain point, the only thing that like
You
my
need to drink
stomach,
Pedialyte.
our dad bought like 3 bottles, and every time I was losing it, I was like chugging it. And at one point, the only thing I could consume was Lay's potato chips. And I hate Lay's.
What's wrong with Lay's?
I just don't like original Lay's.
Oh,
Like,
her go-to.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
but
I just thought it was something I didn't know.
no, like it's just not my go-to.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing I could consume was Lay's and Pedialyte
That's a diet.
and like rice
Yeah.
for like almost 2 months.
That's...
I should have gone to the doctor,
Yeah,
honestly.
I think so. What the hell? I'm looking at her very concerned for audio listeners. Like, what? Almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Dude, I was concerned after like 2 days. I looked at everybody in this house and I was like, guys, if I can't go to work. It was right before Christmas too. I was like, we can't see nobody. We're going to give this to somebody else. And literally it started with one person, then it went to me, then it went to somebody else. And we're all, thank God there's multiple washrooms in this house because we were all like
My
jumping
mom
back and forth.
sent me a TikTok of the doctor saying the stomach bug comes from
Oh God.
because
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know, Deanna.
Okay.
That's where I
all right, the listeners.
You just
that
Google
are,
it. Google
you
is free.
can Google it.
Google is
I'm
free.
being held at gunpoint.
There's no gun.
But it was just crazy. Like I had to I was like constantly emailing and calling my work, being like,
Still excessive diarrhea.
I'm still sick. Sorry. And then it would be like a couple days pass and be like, can't come in still. Sorry. And then the day I got back to work, one of my managers was like,
You good?
what happened? I was like, I don't know. Like it was the time I got COVID. I was like, I got COVID, was fine, ready to go back to work. Then instantly ate something or got the stomach bug.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
I'm fine now.
Well, thank God. Yeah, not even on my worst enemy.
And honestly, yeah, like
It's traumatizing.
it really is.
And I look at my son because he's always the one that gives us these things because it comes from his school and the little dirty children that they all are around each other. Ugh, guys, I don't even want to talk about it. The things that like I have to deal with now is actually insane. Lice. Ah! Like, no. Pink eye. Like, can we just wash our children? Like, I'm like very concerned as to why it's different because it's a constant, guys, you'll see one day. It's constant. It's a constant thing. I like literally the docs tell you, don't stress out. Like, Emilia, you got to keep your like cortisol levels very low, live like meditate. How can I, when every like other day I'm getting a freaking email being like, we just want to inform you that there's a case of lice in the classrooms. So now I'm scratching and I'm not even near anybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, thank you. I'm over it. I'm over all of it. But anyways, I had my little rant. Oh, you know what?
I'm scared.
No. Rants. We experienced a lady having a rant today.
Oh,
Yeah.
So as soon as the ladies got here today, I was like, guys, we're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to go to Starbucks, funny enough, and to Staples because I had to pick up something.
Mm-hmm.
We're just doing our thing, cashing out, and I think I forget how obnoxious people are or how rude, which I shouldn't because I'm in customer service. But it's still I should say I'm still surprised
Yeah.
that people have
The audacity.
like the balls,
Like, you are grown.
like
oh yeah, especially like grown people.
it's usually grown people. 95% of the time, it's a
I know.
grown ass adult.
No, I know.
We're literally cashing out, and this lady, I don't know if she was paying or returning or what, and she was done her transaction from what we observed.
Yeah.
We weren't there beforehand, but from what we observed, and the gentleman at the cashier is now assisting someone else, and we're getting assisted by another person, and she just screams I don't even want to be that loud on the mic. I need my receipt. I need my receipt.
And she came out of nowhere.
I don't know for what. Like, ma'am, relax. It can't be that serious. And they're like, yeah, sure, just give us 1 second. Then she turns around to speak to her husband, I'm assuming in their language, comes back, give me my receipt. I need my receipt. It's like, can you just let people finish their transaction?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you need your receipt that intensely in that moment?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I deal with this a lot in my workplace, not to that extent, like face to face. A lot of it's over the phone because people don't have the kind of balls to do it face to face to me, I think, at my workplace. They just yell, assuming that like that's going to get me to want to do whatever you're asking more, like quicker. And it's like, just be nice to me.
Yeah.
One time I literally told a lady and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let you finish what you're doing. And when you're like ready, I felt like I was talking to my child. When you're ready to talk to me like a normal human being, we can proceed to have this conversation. They were so stunned by like how just
because
matter of fact.
We should not put up with it.
No.
Absolutely not.
Like
that bullshit that the customer's always right. They're not.
No.
Okay. And it's like everything is to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? You have to like use your, what's the word I'm looking for? Use your like discretion when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
Obviously you want to help them. You want to make sure that they're experiencing good customer service, but at the same time, you shouldn't allow someone to mistreat you in your workplace. That particular situation for me, she like hung up 5 minutes later, called me back crying. I'm so sorry. That was really out of character for me. I didn't mean it. And I was like, yeah, sure, lad. I was like, I was here to help you. You just thought I wasn't going to help you. Mm-hmm. So you lost it on me. And you thought perhaps that was going to give you a better result than you just being polite.
Yeah.
You know? But
for me, like one time, like a client she was very abrasive, like even in her records, trying to stay like anonymous here. Oh my god, my stomach's growling, sorry. So in the records it basically was warning us, so I prepared myself, and she was very disrespectful, and it was the first time I was like, I'm not dealing with this, and I like stepped out, and my manager spoke to her, but my manager would be like, she's just very abrasive. Like, most of the time they're just projecting their bad day onto us. And I'm like, I don't care, because when I've gone out and I've been having a really hard day, I could never just like take that out on like a stranger who's working. It's just like wild.
Yeah.
To disrespect
like
someone who's like trying to help you.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. I feel like obviously we all have shitty days. Like I'll come to work sometimes and I'm like, right? Like I'm in my office like, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. I want to leave. But then like as soon as I have to have another interaction with someone, I'm like, okay, click out of it. Like
customer service voice.
Yeah, that one's real.
Yeah.
My coworkers laugh at me every time because I'll literally be like snapping with them. Like, I can't believe these fucking people. And they're like, well, she's online too. Hi, how's it going? How can I help you today?
I'm having a harder time like maintaining professionalism on my face and in my voice. And that's how I know like I need to step back.
Yes, yeah.
But
that's good that you're like acknowledging it.
Given on Google.
Yeah, it's good that you're acknowledging it though.
No, my thing is like I will always have like my customers who are like, hi, like what can I get for you? How can I help you? If you're coming at me 100 off the bat, gone. Customer service voice, gone.
Not even gonna start with it?
I'm not even trying.
Really?
Nope. Like I simply do not care at that point. You want extra?
You're gonna get the service that you deserve.
Yeah. You're getting the attitude.
Melo's slogan.
You're looking in the mirror right now.
Yeah, you're getting the attitude that you're giving me.
Fair enough.
Because that's not fair. You want layered butter? Sucks.
So that's what I'm saying. You literally.
I work at a movie
That's what I mean. You
theater.
work at a place where people are supposed to be happy.
Yeah, like you're bringing your kid to watch Kung Fu Panda. Relax. Relax. It's never that serious.
Yeah, like what about the situation deserves like, give me my medium Coke.
No, exactly. It's like, oh, your scene card doesn't work. Sorry. They're like, what the?
No, it's like that has nothing to do with me.
It's a different
Has
company.
to do, yeah.
Yeah, now it's completely separate, right? Or was it always
It's
separate?
always.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's always been separate.
You
But
need to look into that for me because I had a scene card and the only way to get it again, because I lost it, is to like log in. But if I don't have the scene card number, I can't log in.
they all start the same. I can give you the first few digits.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
And she needs to figure out the next 10.
Thank you.
I'll just
Enola.
guess.
Thanks, Tips.
We'll just sign into somebody else's. I can't say this like
We're not going to be able to sign into somebody else's because you'd have to also surprisingly know their password. Yeah. No, I got to figure that out because I used to use it like exclusively, especially when
It's connected with an email or a phone number as well, though. It should
I know, but it may have been like my high school email that I like got rid of.
Well, all those points are gone.
Well, they expired, no?
They do now, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, so it's gone. It's pointless. I should just start anew.
Yeah.
Not that I go to the movie theater.
But
It's like my least favorite place
they
to
work
go.
at Sobeys.
You can use them
Your
to
SIM
redeem.
card?
Oh yeah, and restaurants.
Yeah.
Never mind. Maybe I should.
Mhm.
I forgot about that.
It turns into an ad now. I fully am back in work. You need a SIM card? This is how you get it. This is what you can use it for.
Sign up today.
Literally. I have to, like, I go through a spiel when people are like, so how do you even get one? I'm like, well.
Like the guy tried to sell me the warranty at Staples. So I bought a Fitbit. That's what we went. That's what like I needed to go get. Yes, I joined that cult. I feel like the Fitbit's the same as like a Stanley Cup.
Oh,
like it's a community of people, and the people who are using
like
it.
NHL?
No, the Stanley mug, tumbler, whatever. I said cup. My bad.
No, it's fine.
The Stanley. It's a cult.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I gotta finish my Stanley of water, and the Fitbit's the same thing. You gotta get those steps. But anyways, the guy who was cashing us out, he was like, do you want to buy the extra warranty? And I'm like, he's like, yeah, you can, like, if you scratch it, you can get the full value for it. If you toss it against the wall, you can get the full value for it. If you throw it off a roof, we'll give you the full value for it. And I'm like, he sold, like, what? So,
I just might now.
you know what I mean? What did we say before? We're just gonna throw ourselves into oncoming traffic, and if you survive, you'll get the full value of your Fitbit.
I'm gonna jump off the roof wearing it.
Yeah, broken legs, but full value of your Fitbit. And I'm like, nah, dude, it's okay. You can keep the fucking warranty. I swear to God. Oh my God.
I like that he ran with that.
You know, good for him. He did great customer service.
That's why you gotta upsell always.
Oh, well, yeah, if that's part of your job. I'm at the point where I could care less.
I feel that.
I hope nobody from my workplace.
We're all
No,
fired.
it's not that I don't care about my job. I just could care less about upselling something that someone's going to try to downsell me on. I'm in event sales. So I'll tell somebody the flat rate is $125. Yeah, but we can do 100. Nah, ma'am, I don't think you understand what a flat rate means. It's not going lower than 125. You can do something about that though. I really can't.
We're all about to get fired after this gets released.
Next episode, guys. Sorry.
So we're going to be fully immersed into this podcast
every day recording.
Have no jobs. Yeah.
I didn't disclose. You said movie theater. I didn't
There's a
disclose.
bunch of those.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't know what
Actually,
location.
There's only like one main competitor.
Yeah,
Movie
there's
theater.
only, like-
Did they not kick out? No, there's still a Landmark. They've survived.
Somehow.
There's one in Bolton.
I know, and there's one in Hamilton as well.
A Landmark in Hamilton?
Yeah.
They have to have the best seats.
They do.
They do.
Like, you guys need to step up.
They're couches.
I know. And they don't ask you to pay a premium for them.
Yeah.
And their tickets are cheaper.
It's
Yeah,
just
but it's Landmark.
What does that mean?
A scary location.
Well,
In Hamilton. And Bolton's like where all the like,
I went.
I don't want
recently.
to, Lottie, you know, that. Ooh,
I
people
went
are.
recently. It's just not.
You went to a Landmark?
Yeah, I
For
went
what?
to Hamilton to watch a movie.
By yourself?
No, with my friend.
Oh, okay.
Because he used to work there.
Friend. We'll get back.
Okay.
We'll click back on that. Friends.
I can't have friends, I guess.
No, I'm your friend. No, I'm just kidding. Who, me?
We're your only friends.
Elisa bashes through the wall. You went to a movie with a male friend.
And anyways, what did you go watch at Landmark?
Imaginary. So the scary
Imaginary?
movie.
There's a scary movie that's out?
Yeah. Not anymore. It was.
But I for real like need to get with it because otherwise I have nothing to talk about in this podcast. I have.
It's just movies.
No, I know, but I mean, like, I'm so out of it with pop culture. Like,
I'm chronically online, so I'll have enough to.
it's a disease.
I'll have enough probably. It's to bring.
Okay, what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah, I wrote some of them. The notes that we had today.
I meant pop culture.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if people like know this, but like we, or at least me and Emilia, I know we listen to other podcasts and stuff. If anyone's familiar with the Basement Yard,
Yeah.
they're going on tour.
Super
And
exciting.
super exciting if we were able to get tickets.
Yeah. I'm gonna call out Joe and Frankie. Not again, calling out people that'll never listen to this podcast.
You're safe.
However, we were arm's length away from Joe Sanagato. I'm talking like he's a god. When we went to go see Danny Lopiore last year.
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they used to be the Basement Yard and then he left to do his own thing and then Frankie joined.
Yeah.
But yeah, you couldn't snag a ticket. No pre-sale, no nothing. Just sold out in 5 minutes. Toronto sold out in 5 minutes. And now, guys, go click what a verified sale ticket is selling for.
Hang on, there was not even a pre-sale.
No, there was.
Oh.
It sold out in 5 minutes in the
sorry.
pre-sale.
Yeah.
So general sale in Toronto was
You got
sorry. There's
fucked.
nothing.
Yeah.
There's verified.
Yeah.
$500.
I could rant about getting tickets like for this whole episode.
Go for it.
No.
No.
It could be.
It's just a little ridiculous at this point. Like
is.
as like an Advid, and you too, like we had recently started at an Advid like concert goer. It's just insane. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh guys, this like band popped up. Oh, this guy like, and then they go charge you $300-$400 for to sit in a bleeder. I just can't. I can't justify it, and I won't justify it anymore. Like that's what I used to pay to like be this close to an artist. Like my hands at my face, guys.
Yeah.
But that close to an artist, and now you're paying that to sit like far away. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just can't justify it. There's nobody that I like enough to justify that.
But the thing is, like, especially with like the really popular artists like Taylor Swift or Olivia Rodrigo, those are the main two that came to mind. Like, you can, if you don't get the pre-sale, then you're like, oh, well, I'll try general sale. They don't even do general sale.
No.
If it's like they didn't do it for Taylor Swift, because I was curious.
Yeah.
I got waitlisted, and I was like, that's fine. I'll wait for general sale. There's no general sale.
It's just
like, this is your only chance. And then obviously, like, I'm StubHub or like the other third party seller websites, like, you're fucked.
well, yeah, they're also in USD.
That too.
So you're thinking, because one time, like when it initially came out, I went to go look at them and I'm like, oh shit, that's a deal. And then it hit like converted at the end, like, oh, this is how much you're going to be paying. I'm like, yeah, I cancel out of that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It really is. But I hope that the Basement Yard releases like a second date. They had like teased that initially with Toronto because they know, first of all, it's their only Canadian date. So they knew it was going to blow up like that because people will travel to go see them. They're a really good podcast. I recommend watching them. You don't really like learn a lot from the podcast, but it's because there's some that like are informative and you like are learning something. They're more of like they're yappers, which Deanna wants to call us the yapper. Yeah, yappy yap.
A lot of yapping.
They're just their personality, their vibe, the way they like bounce off each other is really good. Like I hope to like try to emulate something like that. Like it's really good. Yeah. But anyways, whatever this was today, guys, we hope to get it to you as soon as possible. That is the goal. We promise the next one will be just as great or even better. The dumpster fire of this episode, I think that's what we're gonna call it. Welcome back to the dumpster fire, but we're gonna wrap up here. Our episode should be on our same streaming services, which are, ladies,
Spotify and Apple
Podcasts. You can check us out on Instagram at WDSS_podcast. We are also on TikTok at WDSS.
I want to say it's
podcast.
the same.
Isn't it What Did She Say podcast?
No, it's What Did She Say?
Yeah,
Thank you. It's our full name. What Did She Say? We'll likely post something up to like tease this coming out. And then hopefully you'll tune in next time. So I'm Emilia.
And I'm Deanna.
And we're the What Did She Say podcast, and we'll see you next time.
We promise.